Hi, this is Darlene Zimmerman, registered dietitian with the Heart Smart program at Henry Ford. We're talking supermarket shopping today. Let's head to the store. We're going to stop in a few aisles. Produce aisle is up first. We'll swing by the meat counter and the seafood counter, and we'll end up in the deli department and take a look at what we should be looking for in making some Heart Smart choices. Fruits and vegetables, the produce aisle. I don't need to spend much time here telling you or trying to convince you that you should spend most of your time in the produce aisle at the grocery store, filled with fruits and vegetables, healthiest foods we can be eating, packed with vitamins, minerals, fiber. I know sometimes when people see aiming for 8 or more servings a day, that seems like a lot, but consider the portion sizes aren't all that big. It actually isn't all that difficult to get in 8 servings of fruits and vegetables over the course of the day. The greater variety of colors that I add, that I choose with fruits and vegetables, just means the more nutrients that I'm getting. So think color when you're choosing fruits and vegetables. Meat counter. Just because you're trying to keep your heart healthy does not mean that you have to become a vegetarian or that you can no longer eat meat. At the meat counter, a few things to look for. If you know the grade of the meat, looking for a select or choice grade would be your leaner cuts. A prime grade of meat is going to be a fattier cut of meat. The other thing you can do is a visual inspection, if you will. The more marbling, the more streaks of fat that you see through the muscle itself, that's just telling you there's more saturated fat there. So a beef tenderloin would be a much leaner cut of beef compared to a T-bone steak. Seafood. Great thing to include in your diet if you like seafood because it gives us that healthy omega-3 fat. Types of fish that will give you more omega-3s will be fattier types of fish, naturally fatty, not deep-fried fatty. So salmon, tuna, whitefish, trout, all great sources of healthy omega-3 fats. Doesn't mean I only should eat those choices. Eat a variety of seafood, eat what you enjoy. But again, the ones that are a bit more oilier, naturally fatty, will give you more omega-3s. And most importantly, the way we prepare fish. If I can bake it more often than I deep fat fry it or grill, broil, all better cooking methods than deep fat frying. And we'll finish up in the deli aisle. Of course, when most of us think of deli meat, we think of high sodium, which is certainly the case. But if you're at the deli counter, you have some guidelines there and what to look for when you're buying a deli meat. Standard serving size for deli meat is 2 ounces. That's what you'll notice at the top of most food labels for packaged deli meat. In that 2-ounce serving, if the saturated fat could be 1 gram or less, that would be great. And if the sodium content could be 480 milligrams or less, that would also be great. I know that sodium number seems kind of high, but for this particular food category, that's a pretty reasonable number. And I will say I'm noticing more and more deli meat options that are well under 480 milligrams of sodium. That concludes this segment. Thanks for listening.